All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Hopefully, you all are doing well this evening, at least better than me. Okay. So, the reason why I'm here, first off, and I know this is kind of weird because you guys are used to the living room background. Today, we're doing this in my bedroom because I needed to self isolate, get myself away from the world. If you are seeing this on 6/26, which chances are you probably are, that's when I'm recording this. It's been one hell of a day, to say the least. I feel like the energy is kind of muddled, muddy. It's very sticky. People are high strung and, very just besides themselves. I've been feeling this energy, kind of for a while. That's what I was looking for. I've been feeling this energy, kind of creeping up on me. But I did my best to hold out. Usually the energy breaks, but there's something about this energy that just won't give. That just won't give. I don't know if it's the state of the world right now. I don't know if it's, just things, impacting one another that's just kind of encasing all of us in this energy. I've seen on Witch Talk, which is TikTok, but the witch side of it, that, the witches are starting to feel the energy shift. And like I said, I've been feeling the energy shift. I have so many sets of cards on my bed right now, it's not even funny. But if you were seeing this, welcome in. I've got my candles burning. You cannot see them because we don't want them on the bed. But I'm going to try to navigate through this energy with you tonight. So hopefully we can navigate through this energy. Like I said, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sets of cards on my bed. 8 sets of cards. 9, 10, 11. I've got all the cards. I'm surprised I don't have all 20 sets up here. But we are going to try to navigate through this energy piece by piece, bit by bit, till we finally have a better understanding of, what is going on in our worlds. It's been a while since you guys have seen these. These are the nature portals. I use these to kind of lay a foundation. I feel like a foundation is important right now. My ears are ringing with that. A foundation is very important right now. Make sure your foundation is very sturdy for you to stand upon. But I'm really going to do this in layers today. I don't know how long this video is going to be. Usually my videos range from anywhere to 20 minutes to a half hour. It could be that long. It could be longer. So if it is longer, buckle up, grab a drink. In fact, oh yeah, I do have water, so it's fine. In fact, I'm actually going to grab that real quick. Hold that thought. If you haven't gotten your drinks, all that fun stuff, get it now. And no, I'm not going to edit this video. I feel like the raw, unpolished stuff is what you guys look forward to. So no, this will not be edited. So yes, I have my water, so if I'm talking for a while, wonderful. But like I said, hopefully you guys are holding on better than me. At least the fact that you guys are holding on tells me quite a bit. If you are dealing with the muddiness, dealing with the struggles, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. So underneath, cricket and the grasshopper, okay, grounding, whale, guiding. Okay, is the hummingbird. Past is the wasps. This is kind of what I'm feeling right now. And I'll try to get all of these in frame. I make no guarantee. We're just going to roll with it. And the future is the owl. Ugh. So I do see, most of us kind of feel like this right now. And there's something about this energy that the universe, our spirit guides in particular, are trying to get our attention. Trying to get us to, well, I'm hearing crickets right now. The only time I ever hear crickets is when it's late at night, which Not surprising, you know, crickets come out at night, but it bleeds into this. But, oh, of course, there's the cow, too. Yeah, stagnation. But it's almost like it's trying to get us to quiet the noise, but it's too loud. The noise around me is so loud right now, it's not even funny. It does feel like I need to come up for air. It does feel like my head's underwater. There's so much energy going on right now. Like right now, I feel it right in here. Right in here is where I feel it. And it's difficult to concentrate. It's difficult to focus. Like I said, it's very muddy energy. It's very muddy energy. But I do feel as though our spirit guides are trying to get our attention with some of this. I need to reposition because I'm sitting on the floor and it hurts. But I do feel as though they are trying to get our attention. They're trying to get us to pay closer attention to what's going on, why the noise is happening. Our intuition is going to come in at some point. Some sort of knowledge, some sort of intuition. But until that happens, I feel as though that we just have to listen to our conscious, listen to the inner voices of ourselves, and really navigate this path as best as possible. Really, we need to navigate this as best as possible. I feel jumpers. All right, what you got? No, there's one in here that I feel. There is one in here. I'll take those. That one. That one. That one. Quite a few. There are quite a few cycles happening right now. That one. There are quite a few cycles. This is the Moonology Tarot. I don't think I've used this one in a hot minute. That one. Like I said, I am determined to get to the end of this. Is there any more? That one. Is that it? And that one. Okay, that's it. There are quite a few cycles. As we've done this before, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 different Moonology cards in my hands. Some of you need to believe in the impossible, while others of you need to balance spirituality and its practice. A win-win outcome is forecasted. Expect a powerful change. Nothing is yet set in stone. Emotions are running high. Yes. A personal issue reaches resolution. Conclusions are within reach. What do you need to release? And don't let your past hold you back. So there's quite a bit of change. Change is, happening. Balance is another. Balance spirituality and practicality. Expect powerful change. Nothing is yet set in stone. Some issues are reaching conclusions. I mean, look at this. A personal issue reaches resolution and conclusions are within reach. We've got a blue moon. We've got full moon in Pisces, Libra. We've got a new moon eclipse. We've got a mutable moon. We've got a full moon eclipse. We've got a full moon in Cancer. We've got a super moon. There's just quite a bit of energy within these cards already. I am going to reach for these now. So there's quite a bit that's happening with a bunch of different groups of people. It's not just one aspect happening right now. It is quite a bit. Quite a bit of energy that's, running high. The people that I work with, both client and coworker, because I do deal with quite a bit of people on my day-to-day. It's in all of them. There's things going on with all of them. It's not just one person. It's them all. It's a collective of people. So in some way, shape, or form, you are being impacted by this. Whatever impact that may be, I want you to kind of hold the course. Hold the course. Try to hold on the best you can. Sometimes that is, the best we can do is to just hold on. That's what I'm doing right now, is just kind of hanging on. Hanging on for the ride. So, what you got? Where are we going? This is the Threads of Fate Shadow Edition. It's been a while since I've used these. Underneath, there's the ancestors again. Our ancestors, our spirit guides, are trying to get our attention. Patience. We have the creator here too. So there's something here that's being created. We've got connect to heart for grounding, guiding. We have power. It is an emotional time right now. It is a very emotional time right now. Past, we've got the sage. Future, we have the revolutionary. These two kind of go hand in hand, but they're different all at the same time. When I think of sage, I think of somebody who's kind of more reserved, where the revolutionary is like leading the charge. And so with this being the past and this being the future, there's a shift. There's a powerful shift. It's almost like a power dynamic shifting that's happening right now within ourselves and within these groups of people that we surround ourselves with. I do feel as though for some of you, and like I said, I'm trying to hit a variety of different aspects here. For some of you, it is about having that patience and seeing things through. For other people, it's about connecting to your emotional side. For other people, it's about going from being the one who sits back to the one who takes charge. Like, whatever this is, whatever conclusions are happening, whatever changes are happening, you do have a say in this. And it's how you respond to these things. And I know I say that a lot here on this channel, but what people don't understand or what don't seem to grasp is the fact that you are the common denominator. You are the common denominator in every situation that you are in. It's literally you. You get to decide how you react, if you decide to walk away, if you decide to step up, if you decide that something needs to change or if things need to stay the same. The only person who gets to really decide that for you is you. And sometimes we forget that. Sometimes we forget that we are the creator of our worlds, of our universes. If you look for the negative, you find the negative. If you look for the positive, you find the positive. People manifest like that all the time. But we have to remember that that power of manifestation comes from inside of us. It doesn't come from anywhere else. We are part of that source energy. There are sometimes where even I have to remind myself of that. So that's kind of the darker side of things. I now want to look and see what chakras are blocked. This is the root chakra. Independence. Know your needs. You are actively pursuing and knowing that you will be guided and provided for when you put in the effort. You open yourself up to all possibilities and participate fully in life. That's, like I said, going from the sage to the revolutionary. You use your imagination and visions to innate what you wish for and pursue it. You are not waiting to be rescued. You are not the victim. You are strong. You are strong. That is literally the first card out. So some of you really need to step into your power instead of sitting back, taking charge of some of these situations. What else is there? What else is there? What is this? We've got the third chakra. Self-worth and self-esteem. Some of you don't believe in yourselves either. I honor myself by doing things that please me, not only those that please others. You're empowered as you release the need to live up to other people's unrealistic expectations. When you respect and approve of yourself, others will naturally do the same. You should treat others how you want to be treated and respect yourself. And I know that I am worthy of love and respect. The boundaries I create with others acknowledge my self-worth. What else we have? Some of it is self-worth related. Some of it is reclaiming your power. remembering that you have control of some of these situations. Like I said, some of it is, just kind of writing it out. What else we have here? The sixth chakra. You trust your inner knowing. And you are at peace with yourself. You create more moments of stillness and silence, and you listen for the truth. You are open to connecting with and listening to your gut and your heart's feelings. Yep, because connection with heart. You don't override them with logic and reason. Practice meditation, prayer, and contemplation. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to quiet out the noise and, reconnect back with my own vibration, because today was just bad. It was really, really bad. And it didn't start out that way. Like, I woke up, everything was fine, the energies were fine. And then as the day went on, it was almost kind of like a ticking time bomb. And then I had to leave because I had to go get my wisdom tooth looked at. And then I came back. I was gone for maybe an hour and a half. And within that hour and a half, the clients and the people I work with, their energies went from being up here or being normal to being completely down in the gutter. It was really, really bad. And looking back on today, oh yeah, I could see it. Now that I've taken an objective step back, I can definitely see how the nonsense kind of unfolded. And for some of you, it is about taking a step back. It's about, taking the time to bring yourself into, your own energy again. It's releasing the noise. It's very interesting because we have the fifth and the seventh chakra. The fifth one is truthfulness. It's the throat chakra. So we have the base, the solar plexus, the third eye. We have the throat chakra now, which is the fifth chakra. You are truthful and honest with yourself. You aim to overcome any fears about speaking your truth, and you speak it in a loving, considerate way, because, yelling at people is probably not the best way to do it. Sometimes you need to. Not gonna lie. Not gonna sugarcoat it. Sometimes you really need to put your fucking foot down and be like, anyway. Anyway. Your personal empowerment comes from telling the truth and letting others know who you are. Others will be positively uplifted when they hear your truth, and you take care not to exaggerate in order to impress them. Don't try to over-exaggerate. You are careful not to let your mind mislead you and in turn others. You avoid gossiping or speaking negatively about others. That is the fifth chakra. So we're missing the fourth and the second, because we have the seventh chakra, which is the crown chakra, divine intervention, which is what we saw with the hummingbird, laying a foundation. Hello. You honor the higher power and know that anything is possible. Didn't we really? Yeah. What is that? Here it is. Believe in the impossible. But you let a higher power, I let a higher power have a more active presence in your life. And you know that your life is divinely guided. You surrender to this truth. Know that you are loved, guided, and protected by a higher source. You are open to seeking guidance in your spiritual quests from spiritual teachers, masters, and gurus. I'm not any of those, but you wouldn't be here if, this part of this didn't resonate for you, or if your spirit guides did not want you here. So let me see. Give me a second one and a fourth one. Here's your fourth chakra. Radiate warmth and sincerity. You're open to sharing, accepting, communicating, and connecting with others as you focus on this moment, not the past or the future. Bring yourself back to the present moment. A smile, a kind-hearted way of speaking, or a hug goes a long way towards uplifting others. You offer care and support where you can without rescuing. I'm guilty of that. And you nurture and respect your relationships. So that's the fourth chakra. Oh, would you look at that? Here's the second chakra. Abundance. You are worthy and deserve abundance of anything and everything that you require. You watch your thoughts to ensure that you are honoring and respecting yourself. That's a big one for some of you. You honor yourself by knowing that you are worthy to receive and you are open to receive. That's another big one. Remind yourself that it is a sign of strength to ask for help. It is. It is a sign of strength to ask for help. These have been some really deep messages, guys. Some really, really deep messages. All right. Now I want to see, I'm going to use another oracle set, The Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. Love these. This is kind of a little less heavy of this energy. There's so much energy happening right now. It is, guys, I really cannot describe to you. And you know, some of you probably already feel it. I know that some of my witchy friends probably do feel this energy. And if you are, again, light your candles, create your protective bubbles. Just make sure that you are protecting yourself. In fact, tomorrow I'm probably going to take with me to work quite a few crystals. They've been cleansed, they've been cleared, but I'm going to make sure that me and my energy is protected because I really don't want to have another experience like this again. I mean, don't get me wrong, it'll happen, but if I can negate some of this energy, that'd be fantastic. Underneath we have the here and now, present moment, okay? Grounding is going the distance. There's conclusions. Guiding this is poised, holding the course, holding yourself in that poised energy. Past is happy, happy. Okay? Future is new life. There are really some big chapters happening right now. Some of you can be upset with some of these chapters because you were happy. What is that word? My intuition just threw it at me and now I need it to come back. Comfortable. Thank you. Comfortable. Some of you got comfortable in the place that you were. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but, you know, change is how we evolve, how we move forward. And for those of you not willing to, you know, move with it, of course this energy is going to be hard for you. Of course it is. For those of you experiencing new feelings, yeah, that's going to be hard. You know, you've probably never been in this space before. For others of you who are going from the sage to the revolutionary, of course that's hard. Me, I'm somebody who likes to sit back. I am. I'm somebody who likes to sit back. The tarot videos that I do for you guys, not so much. It makes me go from the sage to the revolutionary. It puts me from in the back doing my own thing to in front trying to help my collective of people. So that can be daunting. This energy can be very daunting right now, guys. But I want you to know that you're not alone. You're not alone. There is a collective here. I've hit 4 or 5 different groups of people right now dealing with relationships, stagnant chapters, you know, trying to balance out your spirituality and your practicality. You know, going from, you know, being in the back to being in the forefront of things, being in control of your life. You know, these are some really big energy shifts right now. Really big. So the fact that I'm touching on so many different ones is kind of insane. You know, usually there's only one message that comes through. And when I sat down and told myself, you know, I'm going to do this, I instinctively saw 4 sets of cards. And then I saw another set. And then I saw another set. And then I saw another set. And when I kept pulling sets out, I'm like, this is not going to be a small reading. It's not. And just talking to you guys is helping me. It's helping release some of that pressure that I'm having emotionally and spiritually. It is helping me because it's also giving me clarity. I know that some of you also think, you know, oh, he's just doing this for the group. No, sometimes I do it for me too. Sometimes I really do this for me too. Because sometimes I don't know what the fuck is going on. I know as much as the next person does. But I have faith and trust in my cards that they're going to give me the energy that I need. That they're going to give me some sort of guidance. Because that's what tarot is. Guidance. It's not going to tell you the path forward. My readings tell you the path that you're on and kind of give you forks in the road. They kind of give you signs. But ultimately it boils down to you. So that's what these readings are. That's what this reading is to kind of give you lighthouses and different focal points to focus on. So this is the Into the Wood tarot deck. Yeah, this is the Into the Wood tarot deck. I haven't used this one. I couldn't tell you the last time. But it's done by Sasha Graham, and the art is by Abigail Larson. I figured that since, you know, we're all kind of trugging along here, this was kind of appropriate. So let's see what these lovely cards have to say, and go from here. Okay? Alright, so underneath, we've got the Four of Cups. We've got the Four of Swords. Okay. Okay. The Emperor. And we have the Five of Pentacles. Some of you are dealing with heartache and pain. Some of you don't want to let that go. Understandable. Some of you are trying to brute force your way through this. The Emperor. Some of you, you know, are trying to pull yourself out of doubt or debt, even. Some of you could also be hiding away your riches. Hiding away the things that are good, that way the universe doesn't take them from you. Probably not the best thing for you to do, but I digress. We also have the Knight of Wands here, and the Devil energy. Some of you are afraid. Some of you are afraid of the messages that are coming in. I've probably hit on some very delicate subjects tonight, just by, you know, covering the majority of my bases. Some of these are really sensitive topics. You know, stepping into the forefront. Ugh. I wouldn't... Ooh, my ears are ringing. Somebody just agreed with me. Stepping in into new chapters can be daunting. You know, trying to be accepting and healing yourself. Being, you know, open with other people. Protecting your truth. Saying your truth. Like, these are all, at the core of it, really deep subjects. So some of you could be triggered by this reading. I would say I'm sorry, but that's also something that I'm working on. I'm not going to tell you I'm sorry. I'm going to tell you that I'm here for you, and that we will navigate this energy together. But this is something that Spirit wants you to focus on. It's your choice whether or not to listen. That's Beauty and the Beast. People say a lot of things out of anger, but it's our choice whether or not to listen. Are you coming, Poppet? Interesting. Anyway, moving on. We got the Six of Wands. That's you. We got the Two of Swords. Oh yeah, how are we going to get out of this? Six of Pentacles. How are we going to get out of this unscathed? How are we going to get out of this unscathed, in balance with, you know, the stuff that we walked into these woods with? Now I've got Into the Woods going through my mind. You know, into the woods, then out of the woods and home before dark. That didn't happen. They were stuck in the woods, and all of these fairy tales crossed paths, and shit hit the fan, and it was rough. Now I have No One Is Alone going through my mind. We'll see. We'll see. We've got the Queen of Swords grounding. We've got the Four of Pentacles guiding. I don't like that. It tells me that the thoughts are grounding, and what's guiding you is trying to hold on to certain things. I don't like that. Past is the World. Future is the Eight of Swords. Motion, we've got the Eight of Cups. We've got the Ace of Wands. We've got the Hierophant. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. Some of you need to plant new seeds. Because the seeds that were sown have died. They've died. You're watering dead seeds. And why that tells me is the world. That's fixed endings and fixed beginnings. They're set. And with you trying to hold on to this with the Four of Pentacles, with what's guiding you, you're only leading yourself into stuck energy. When I get into these types of funks, sometimes I really, quiet the energy, quiet my space, and then I reach out to my spirit guides, to my guards, my guardians, my guides, the divine energy, whatever it is that you want to call it. It can be God even. But whatever it is that you reach out to, source, when I do that, when I'm in this type of energy, I'm like, I need your help. I know what you're trying to do, but I'm not ready. And sometimes I get a response of, this is the next way forward. And unfortunately, this is how you progress forward. Sometimes it can be unforgiving. I'm not going to sugarcoat that either. Sometimes it can be unforgiving. Because it's trying to unstick you from where you were over here to get you to over here. And if you fight it, it's like fighting a river. Like you're pushing against the water. And that's what I'm getting with the Four of Pentacles, is kind of going against the grain. Sometimes the universe also does it a little bit more gently. If you're like, hey, whoa, time out. I need a little bit more time to adjust to this energy. Sometimes it'll allow you to do that. It will. There are other times when you ask it, it'll course correct itself. And it'll be like, okay, because you get the choice. Most times. Sometimes not so much. Sometimes the universe kicks your ass. But most times you get a choice. And it can leave you in that spot and then loop back around at a later time when you're finally starting to understand the lessons, starting to understand yourself and what's happening. Other times it's a swift kick in the ass and it's like, nope, sorry, we gotta go. And it's there to protect you. It's not here to hurt you. It's not here to harm you. It's here to protect you. And sometimes even I forget that. But there is a path here. 8 of Cups. I know. Some of you are like, no, the fuck there's not. Yes, the fuck there is. There is a path here. And this path is designed to spark ideas. To spark new traditions. To understand where new traditions need to be brought in and old traditions need to be let go. 8 of Pentacles. But the work still needs done, regardless. The work still needs done regardless. So, what you holding on to? I mean, I know I've kind of touched base on a lot. I mean, I think the one thing that I haven't touched base on is relationships. I think that is the one thing that has not been in here. We've got the Empress. I spoke too soon. We have the Emperor and the Empress. Some of you are also dealing with relationships. We've got the 5 of Cups. Heartbreak, pain, a choice. Star. And the Hermit. Some of you need to learn lessons here, whether there is heartbreak or not. It doesn't matter. Whether it's a balancing of the divine feminine, divine masculine inside of you, stepping up to the plate, taking charge, being truthful, letting yourself emotionally express yourself, whatever it is. You have to be willing to work with it. You have to be willing to work with the energy at hand. Sometimes you may not want to. I understand that. I do. Been there, done that. But it can really lead to wonderful destinations. And the example that I'm going to use, this is just my example. The relationships in the past, and you know, people, most people will tell you this. Relationships of the past. You know, there was a person in my past where I thought that it was going to be this person. We've all been there a time or two. I thought it was going to be this person. I mean, this person, you know, knew just about everything about me. You know, it was a mostly functioning dynamic, right? And as time went on, you know, that dynamic started to crack. And it wasn't like, oh, this, you know, this relationship needs work. I mean, no, it started to crack. Those are fireworks, don't panic. We'll wait. Okay, anyway, moving on. It really started to crack. Even more so, it started to crumble. And, you know, I didn't want to give it up. I didn't give it up for years. We went from being friends to being in a relationship to being best friends. And I didn't want to give it up. Looking back on it and towards the end, you know, it was really holding on to the end of a red hot poker. It was hot and it was hurting me. And when I finally decided to let go, yes, there was that period of, you know, this hurts, this sucks. The universe, when it knew I was ready, brought me another individual. Here we go again. And this individual, that foundation is strong. And we have very deep conversations sometime, and I don't feel the need to have to, you know, water down who I am. I mean, chances are I'll probably send him this, or he'll probably see it at some point in time. But what I'm trying to get at, short story long, is the universe usually takes something and replaces it with something else. And some of you are holding on so tightly to the old thing that it's halting the entire train. Some of you are holding on to lies about yourself. Some of you are holding on to holding your tongue. Some of you are holding on to the background and being a supporting character when you should be in the leading role. Whatever this case may be, there's something here that's caused a snag in this energy, and it's affecting everybody. And I'm not saying that you are impacting other people. I mean, you can be. But it also has the mirror effect of, you know, other people have things happening in their lives that, you know, they're just projecting the negative energy. So try not to take this energy too personally right now. Because I don't think it is, you know, just us. I don't think we're losing our minds. I really do feel like it is a collective on a whole. On a whole. So what is this 8 of Pentacles here? Nine of Cups. Need I say more? Your happiness. You. Your happiness is what needs work. Knight of Pentacles. Understanding the lessons that are coming in very slowly. Page of Swords, you know, understanding these new thoughts. Page of Pentacles. That's a lot of learning energy. And underneath we've got the 10 of Pentacles. So, It's a lot of learning energy about yourself, about others, about the situations that you're stuck in, whatever it is. It's a lot of learning. So I haven't used these in a hot minute. The Rebel deck. These are the sassy ones. I haven't used these in a hot minute. But this will probably be the last little bit of cards that I pull, because we are going on 40 minutes. 45 minutes now. Give you some sassy advice before you go. But I do hope this helped kind of illuminate your energy and the energies of the people around you. I'm going to tell you right now, I feel a whole hell of a lot better. I do. I feel a whole hell of a lot better. And I'm hoping you do too. I'm hoping you do too. All right, we'll give these one more good shuffle. Split them. All right. What you got? What you got? What you got? What you got? This one says, have you eaten? You're acting like a big-ass baby. You need food in your belly. Eat a fucking taco. Some of you need to take care of yourselves. I will translate some of these. I will translate some of these. Some of you really need to be taking care of yourselves. Eating the proper food. Getting the proper fluid. Getting the proper, night's sleep. Make sure that you are taking care of yourself. Okay? This one says, fucking apologize. Seriously, just do it. This could be aimed towards somebody else or towards yourself. Whichever that may be, apologize. There have been plenty of times I have had to apologize to the child version of myself. That I didn't do more for me. So, fucking apologize. You are talented and fucking amazing. The world needs your power. Use your voice. Just don't use it for dumb shit. This could be stepping into the crowd, from out of the crowd into a leadership role. Or this could also be, using your truth. And using that truth in a way that is helpful towards you. But whatever that may be, make sure that you know that you are amazing. Okay? And that you deserve to tap into that power. Okay? Let's get a few more. And I'm sorry for the background noise. I think somebody just arrived. Some of you need to stop texting, stop stalking, stop checking on that person. Just fucking stop. This is the X card. Spend your time on someone worth it. Don't waste it on ridiculousness. Don't waste it. And some of you, I think that's why you're stuck, is because you're stuck on that other person, instead of focusing on you or trying to give it to somebody else who will actually give you the time of day. Laugh. Where the fuck is your sense of humor? Sometimes things just need to be laughed at, laughed on. There are some situations that have been so serious, I've actually laughed. I'm like, it's not that serious. To other people, it is. Sometimes not to me. So sometimes you need a good laugh. Whether it's with a friend, by yourself, find something funny to break the tension. Alright, give me one more. This one. Oh, whatever you are thinking about, don't do it. No, it's not the fucking time. Don't quit your job. Don't quit your job. This one's kind of for me. This one's for me. Don't quit your job. It's like, don't quit your job, bitch. Don't do it. Don't do it. You need some sort of income, some sort of something that will, keep you and your head above the water more. You need some sort of income. Okay? Don't quit your job. Don't do it. Oh, the tarot's got a sense of humor. You are the shit. You're the shit. Alright. This one says you need a big fucking hug. Squeeze. Just know that I am sending you... Oh, I want this one, but just know that I am sending you all the positivity and love and light that I possibly can. I need you to be aware that I'm sending you as much positive energy as I can through this video, through my voice, through the cards. I want you guys to know that I'm here for you, and I'm not above all this. All the other tarot readers are also not above this either. They're also experiencing some sort of hiccup, some sort of, rough patch. They all do. We're human. But I'm sending you an emotional... You ruined the moment. Fireworks. But I'm sending you as much positive juju as I can. Okay? And that's what says, get the fuck out of your head. Get in your heart. It misses you. Sometimes you need to stop overthinking things. You really do. Sometimes you need to stop overthinking things. I really don't know about the rest of you. I can only speak for myself. But I want you to know that I feel a lot better. I do. I feel a lot less tension. Up here, that tension is gone. I feel a lot more usad. I do. I feel a lot better. And so I'm hoping that you feel better too. You can always reach out. I can always be found. But just make sure that you are taking care of yourself and taking care of the shit that needs to get taken care of. Okay? Please do that. Do it for me and do it for yourself. So, this is what I have for you guys. We are now going on almost an hour. It's almost 50 minutes according to my timer. Hopefully this is enough of a pause for you to give you time to breathe for a while. Okay? Okay. So, until I see you again, take care of yourself, eat the food, drink the water, get enough sleep, speak your truth, step into your power, release the X, release the bullshit, embrace the positivity, embrace your power, embrace the awesomeness that is you. Try not to go against the grain. All those things. All the things that I covered here tonight. Please do that. So, take a deep breath. I'm going to do it with you, okay? Well, I'm going to take a deep breath with you. Ready? We're going to go in for 4 counts, hold it for 4 counts, and exhale for 4 counts. Okay? All right. Ready? And in. Exhale. Some of you can exhale, just let it all out. Some of you can do it slowly, it doesn't matter. I want you to do that 3 more times. Okay? Again. Keep doing that as many times as you need. But for now, this is where I leave you. So until next time, stay safe. And I will see you all again soon. Bye, guys.